Hey everyone! Today's story is a mix of wild, weird, and just plain unforgettable moments from school. If you thought your school days were strange, buckle up. These tales might just take the cake. The pole dancing video. In our year, there was this girl who had an unusual obsession with our physics teacher. During a lesson about spinning forces, she asked if she could show a video to the class. Her video. Her spinning on a pole in her underwear. Unsurprisingly, she got sent out. She yelled all the way, claiming that calling pole dancing sexual was sexist. On non-uniform days, she wore butt-skimming skirts with fishnet tights and corsets. She was eventually expelled when we were 17. The Vine sensation. You might remember the Vine where a kid yells, "I have the power of God and anime on my side." He went to my middle school. Even though he was a few grades below me, his unique behavior made him one of the most popular kids in his grade. The cat pee kid. There was this kid who always smelled like he bathed in cat pee. He'd hiss at anyone who came near him and run through the hallways from class to class. He once threatened to unalive me in a computer lab because I used Internet Explorer instead of Firefox. The Mario fanatic. One kid was obsessed with Mario sweatshirts, notebooks, and a Mario backpack. Someone discovered that telling him Mario was dead would make him flip out, scream, and cry. He got into trouble multiple times for attacking kids who said anything about Mario dying, even in the context of games like Smash Brothers. This went on from 8th to 10th grade, and then he vanished. The suit guy. This one kid wore a suit every day to school. In high school, it wasn't the norm, so it definitely made him stand out. The disturbing classmate. There was a kid who would rub the side of his pants aggressively in class, his face turning red while staring at the girls. He never pulled anything out, but everyone noticed and talked about it quietly. The Asian culture enthusiast. One girl was obsessed with Asian culture, which was unusual since we lived in a very rural part of Canada. She would get furious if anyone said anything negative about it. Her fixation started with Pokemon and anime, but expanded to all things Asian. At 16, she once hit me with a textbook because I didn't like M. Butterfly. The brick column conversationalist. There was a kid who would have full conversations, arguments, and sometimes physical altercations with a brick column in the middle of the cafeteria. The assembly question. One of my weirder classmates stood up at an assembly and asked the vice principal if she knew what hint he was. It was a bizarre moment that left everyone scratching their heads. The bathroom graffiti artist. There was a kid who wrote his crush's name on the bathroom wall using his own feces. They caught him brown-handed. He'd also freak out if anyone said werewolf. The swirly enthusiast. One kid was so determined to get a swirly that he gave himself one because no one else had in the 3 years he was there. And that's a wrap on some of the strangest school moments I've witnessed. Have you ever encountered any bizarre characters or situations in your school days? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more weird and wild tales. Thanks for watching. And move towards forward. Hey everyone! Today's next story is all about standing up for a friend and how persistence can lead to positive change. If you've ever faced or witnessed bullying, this tale might resonate with you. Let's dive in. My friend Tiffany had been dealing with relentless bullying from a girl named Lauren for years. The situation was heart-wrenching. Lauren would call Tiffany names, poke her, follow her, stare at her, and harass her. It was clear that Tiffany was suffering, and it broke my heart to see her like this. When Tiffany and I decided to seek help, we went to the school social worker, hoping for support. To our dismay, the social worker downplayed the bullying. She told us not to worry and that she couldn't care less about the situation. Instead, she pointed out that there were much bigger problems in the world, like world hunger and natural disasters. She even called Tiffany a mean girl for reporting the bullying, implying that Tiffany was just trying to get Lauren into trouble. This dismissive attitude only worsened Tiffany's situation, causing her severe anxiety. Determined to make things right, Tiffany and I enlisted our friends, Haley, Ava, and Chloe to help. Ava warned Lauren to stop picking on Tiffany or face a report to the principal. Meanwhile, Haley, Chloe, and I provided emotional support to Tiffany. When Chloe told the social worker about our plan to involve the principal, the social worker labeled all of us as mean girls for taking action. But we didn't let that deter us. We went straight to the principal, and thankfully, the issue was resolved immediately. The bullying stopped, and Tiffany was finally free from the torment. As a bonus, the social worker is no longer with the school. While I don't know if she was fired or if her license was revoked, I'm just relieved that Tiffany got the support she deserved. Lauren also faced consequences for her actions, which was a huge relief. Seeing Tiffany's situation improve was such a joy. Sometimes standing up for what's right can make all the difference. If you're ever in a similar situation, remember that persistence and support can lead to positive change. And that's a wrap on this story of resilience and friendship. Have you ever stood up for someone or faced a similar situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more inspiring stories. Thanks for watching.